Creative ways to greet Americans and possible responses. English pronunciation and communication lesson. You can use these greetings in casual conversation and in some cases in professional settings if you know your coworkers well and have already established rapport with them. You'll notice that Americans use different greetings other than hi, hello, and how are you. So when you're looking to say hello, how are you, there are alternatives that you can use. Let's get started. So we're going to look at greetings and possible responses. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? I want you to say, how's it going? Not how is it going, but how's it going? How's it going? Hey, how's it going? So the possible response for that could be, pretty well. Work's been busier than usual. What about you? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Notice how I put those words together, right? What's going on? What's going on? What is going on becomes what's going on. All right, so the possible response for that is not much, same old. And we pronounce same old, right? It's actually same old, but we say same old. And that's something that we might say when there's really been no meaningful changes in one's life. They're just doing the same things, same job, same activities, same hobbies, nothing really new to report. So same old, same old. All right. What have you been up to? What have you been up to? What have you been up to? All right. Again, we don't say, what have you been up to? What have you been up to? What have you been up to? Practice that a few times. It's kind of fun. What have you been up to since I last saw you? What have you been up to since we last spoke? What have you been up to recently? All right, so for those, the possible response is, well, actually, we're launching an app pretty soon, so pretty stoked about it. How's everything going with you these days? How's everything going with you these days? Now, the possible response to that is not bad. Finals are next week, so I've been studying every moment I get. What's been going on? What's been going on? You could also say, what's been going on with you lately? Now, the possible response is, the usual. Not much has changed since I last saw you. What about you? Any updates? All right. How are things with you and the fam? The fam meaning the family. How are things with you and the fam? Great. Sally's starting first grade and Timmy's starting third. They really grew up so fast. How are you and Fred? What are you getting up to these days? What are you getting up to these days? Work's been going well, and on the weekends, I work on my custom-made invitations business. It's been a handful, but I'm loving it. What about yourself? How have you been? But in connected speech and in normal conversation, if you're talking to native speakers of English, you're going to hear them say, have you been? How have you been? How have you been? Right? We smush them all together because of connected speech. How have you been? How have you been? All right. So the response to that could be, great, actually. Just got into design school, so I'll be starting in the spring. Kind of psyched for it. Long time no see. What's good? Possible response, all's well. I'm in between jobs at the moment, so I've just been applying to a bunch of stuff. Dusted off the old resume and gearing up for some interviews. What about you? Still at the same company? It's been a minute since we last saw each other. How are you? All right, so in that case, we used how are you, but we added something a little bit more creative in the beginning, right? It's been a hot minute since I last saw you, meaning it's actually been a while. It's been a minute, or it's been a hot minute, right? So that's a little bit of an oxymoron, but we like to use this expression when we're kind of being, it's kind of tongue-in-cheek. It's been a hot minute. So you can say, it's been a hot minute. How are you? And in that case, we'll really emphasize the how are you, right? Because it's like, it's been so long. It's been forever. It's been a hot minute. How are you? All right. So the possible response to that could be, I'm all right, hanging in there. Things have been challenging at work, but my coworkers are so awesome, so we're getting through it together. What about you? How's everything? How's life? You could say, how's life these days? Or how's life treating you? Or how's life been treating you? Possible response to that is, can't complain. Just got back from a ski trip in the Alps. We got tons of snow, and that was amazing. And it was fun to speak French every day. What about you? Get up to anything fun recently? Get up to anything fun recently? Great. So those are 11 greetings that you can use when speaking to Americans and greeting them. And you'll notice that you can be pretty creative while saying hello to someone. In fact, it's much better than just saying, hi, how are you? Right? Instead, try to use these phrases the next time you interact with someone in English. And if you're giving a response, try to give it a personal touch instead of just replying with fine, fine, thanks, good, good, thanks, right? It's much better to add your own personal touch, just like we did in the example sentences, right? Really tell someone how you're doing, how you are. You don't have to be dramatic about it. You don't have to be overly detailed. Just tell them how you are and add a personal, nice touch. When you put more thought into your greetings and into your responses, you're going to leave a more favorable and memorable impression on the listener. And you'll also have better social interactions because of it. So definitely keep that in mind. All right, Advanced English learners, thank you so much for joining me for this lesson. The full transcript of this lesson can be found on our blog at advancedenglish.co/blog. So be sure to check it out. And if you prefer to listen to this lesson, then check out our podcast, which is also on our website. So my question for you is, when will you start using these greetings? Feel free to share that with us in the comments down below. All right, I will see you in the next one where we're going to continue advancing your English together. Until then, keep up the awesome work, and I will see you soon.